Welcome to PACTcast. This is the official, I have to say this every time, the official podcast of PACT here at William Peace University. Couple of announcements to make. Take a look for the Helping Hands Mission toy and food drive. There are boxes out that are about on campus. Also, the 30th of this month will be the NC Poverty Forum. That's going to be led by our very own Maya Overton Ashford and Clay Griffith. And take a look on December 7th for the North Carolina Hispanic Chamber of Commerce event, which is going to be in Main Parlor from 3:30 to 6. So today we have a new guest. We've been looking for new guests, and we found one finally. Eli Murray is here. Eli, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you do here at Peace. Any other fun things?
Hi, my name is Eli Murray. I am a sophomore at William Peace University, majoring in communications with focuses on PR and integrated media. I have a women's studies minor, and my favorite color is black. I'm sophomore class treasurer. I don't know what else to say.
Well, that's fine. No, that's enough. You're always pretty active. You are in. Did you mention Spectrum? You're involved in Spectrum. You're not. No.
Yes, I am the founder and former president of WPU Spectrum.
Okay, so in that sense, see, this is how low tech we are. When the phone goes off, we don't even edit it out. So in that sense, we were talking just a few minutes before we started. We said, hey, we should do a podcast on this about the sexual harassment stuff that's been going on in the news. And depending on when this airs, the most recent to the recording of this person to face charges, or not charges, but allegations, is Russell Simmons. Eli, you know a little bit more about this story than I do. Fill us in on what you know, even if it's not much.
Well, it's not much. Most of the news I get nowadays is from Instagram, which I don't know how that happened, but it is. And Russell Simmons was recently accused of sexually assaulting a model who was 17 at the time in the 90s. And so I just thought it was interesting that this is all kind of coming out at the same time. I saw a meme, and it was a Hugh Hefner meme saying that, like, when Hugh Hefner died, it was like a curse was released that, like, allowed all the creepy men to be exposed. So I thought it was really funny, that meme, but
yeah,
this is all kind of unfortunate that it's happening.
Well, that actually, in you talking about that raised maybe what I'll go with as my first question is obviously reporting is something that you should do if it happens to you. But being who I am, I hear these things and I think they're terrible, but then my next question is, okay, why now? Like, with the Al Franken thing, why does it happen the same day that the Republicans go to vote for the tax cuts? And, I think we have somebody coming in. Our very own Maya Overton. Come on in, Maya Overton Ashford. She's coming. We're talking about sexual harassment. Welcome. Sugar. But the question I have is, like, okay, so it's Al Franken gets this. And it's terrible. It's wrong. But why has it taken so long why do you think it takes so long for people to come out with this?
I do, honestly. I feel like, especially as related to, like, politicians or, like, the entertainment field, it's kind of like a fear power struggle thing. Like, I'm not really sure why the tax cut thing is interesting, because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that too much. But I know a lot of victims who are victims of sexual assault and sexual harassment don't feel comfortable talking about it until someone talks after the fact, because they're like, what if this person comes after me? What if, my job is at stake, especially with people in positions of power like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But maybe I am playing devil's advocate here. It seems like going after Al Franken, the comedian, would be a heck of a lot easier for a woman than going after Senator Al Franken. Or going after billionaire mogul Donald Trump would be a lot easier than going after President Trump. Maybe I'm a bad person for asking that question, but it seems like they would, if they really, I was going to say, if they really wanted to see change, they would have gone after. But then it almost would be that they would be better off going after a bigger person if they wanted to get the change.
I think it would definitely draw more attention to it.
That's
if
true.
It was a bigger person.
That's true.
Hey, this person.
Yeah.
Power. A lot of power.
Maya, what do you think? You come in. You can jump in. We've already said you're coming, so we've already said you're coming in on the radio. I mean, what do you think about the whole idea of? Well, here, let me.
Well, I feel like this situation is similar to the Bill Cosby thing, when he had multiple, he had one woman first come after him about being drugged and then being sexually assaulted or raped. And then after she came out, then all these other women bandwagoned behind her and said, that happened to me too. I'm not belittling or saying that it didn't happen, but it's just strange that at this point in someone's life or even in their career that you didn't want to come out and kind of publicize that you were sexually assaulted. So I don't know, I'm on the fence about both. I'm not saying that they weren't assaulted, and I'm not saying that they were, but it's kind of hard to believe when it's all in the media, and we see the media as always, making a big thing or about stories or whatnot. So.
Well, let me go to the next question, and we'll see what you guys think about it. I was listening again to the radio the other day, and a woman was on, and she was talking about the potential backlash of the fact that, we're kind of got, not quite a witch hunt, but it's very much in the focus. And what's going to happen if somebody lays a claim on, God forbid, Tom Hanks or somebody like that, and it turns out to be not true? Like, what do you see that? Do you see that as a potential problem? And then what would be the repercussions, do you think, if somebody went after somebody famous and it turns out to be false? Like, who gets hurt the most there? Is it the actor or is it the idea of these things being wrong?
In my opinion, I think it would be the idea or the movement in a sense, because I feel like, and it's unfortunate and I hate that it's like this, but I feel like we already live in a world where a lot of times survivors of sexual assault aren't necessarily believed because it's just like, oh, well, what was this factor? What's another factor? Like, are you sure? Which is horrible, but yeah. So if a female or person were to do that, I would just say it would hurt the movement even more by reinforcing those like people that are saying like, you see what you know what I mean?
Right.
It would be, yeah.
That would be the ultimate. I mean, the other thing that I thought is, and this is terrible, we're at 8 minutes. Are you on your way out, Maya? No, you're here. Okay. The thing that I was thinking about too is like, okay, so we're running down the list of these people, and like, I don't mind seeing a politician go down for something like this. I don't really mind even like some actor I don't really care about, but then gosh, what's going to happen if it's like Tom Hanks? Or if it's somebody who's just so beloved, what do we do? And I think you, at the end of the day, you have to kind of say, sorry, Tom, not watching your movies anymore. Do y'all agree? Do you disagree?
I mean, yeah, like what Eli said, like it is terrible when people like question like a person, not just to say it's a certain woman, because it happens to males too, and I think that's something that definitely goes like under the radar that men don't come out and talk about it, but. We sometimes society sometimes questions, oh, did this really happen to you, or are you just making this up? Like what probably what's going on with the politician, they're probably, there's people questioning like, oh, did this really happen, or is she only doing this because now of where his like career and stuff is at? So, I don't know, I think if it was to happen to like a person like Tom Hanks, and then, of course, we're questioning and wonder if it's true or not. If it's true, and it's like, Tom, I gotta unfollow you on Facebook now. Can't follow you on Twitter, dude. I'm gonna comment under your pictures like you asked and stuff like that. But then if it's not true, it's like we even love this person even more, and we support him even more because someone tried to take him down for no like reason. It's to hurt him.
That's a good point. Yeah, do you love Tom Hanks more, or do you love the person who gets wrongfully accused?
Even more.
I don't know. That's a hard question to ask.
It's hard because, like I said, even not only do we just question the victim that it happened to, we question the person. Like, did you do this or did you not do this? And it's like, we're not sure, because I think with some things you never really truly like know a person. Like, because we don't know Tom Hanks on a personal level. We don't know what he does in his spare time. You know, that could be something that he did partake in, but at the same time, like, we see, you know, what's in the social media. We see, like, this beloved guy. He's humble. He's cool. He's in awesome movies.
Eli, you have anything to add, or?
I agree with Maya. I do. I feel like, especially with people like, I saw this Facebook status by that same model friend I was talking about earlier, and one of the things that she said that really stuck out to me is that everyone is anti-sexual assault until someone they know or one of their friends is the accuser. So I feel like when you have that person that's close to you, or you like to think is close to you, it makes it a little bit more difficult to accept. So especially with people like Tom.
You mean the accuser?
Not the accuser, the assault.
The accused.
The accused, yes.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So what you're saying is I would be anti-sexual assault until somebody blamed Maya, and then I'm kind of like, oh yeah,
like,
I jump to Maya's defense. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Level of like, not personability, is that a word? To like when you know them, and it's just
let
like,
it be.
It makes it a little bit more difficult for someone to accept, and especially like Maya said, someone as beloved and like seemingly as sweet as Tom Hanks, you know. So.
That one, that's a good point.
That's
Like if my brother, or even say like so, because this person is someone's son. It's like, I defend my son to the end of the earth, but at the same time, like if I found out a close friend or family member, or whatever, had actually was guilty for that act,
what do you do?
It'd be hard.
Yeah.
You can't say it until you're in that position. Honestly, I can't say what I would do until.
You're winning.
God forbid I'm never in that position, but
you kind of win as a parent either way, but you also lose as a parent because it is your child that did this or something. Well, you win as a parent if you come out and say, "Hey, that was wrong." You kind of win if you come out. I don't know. If you come out and defend them, then you're like, "Well, they stood by them by the very end."
You can't say the parent's wrong for that, for defending, because that's their kid.
Right. That's why I'm saying you win. You win if you.
You win, lose. The one loses.
Yeah, it's nobody's winning, nobody's really losing there either, except the person who right. And that goes without saying that this whole conversation is based on the fact that we all understand this is bad.
Yeah.
It's just we're asking questions that, at least I ask questions that come to my mind because I sit and think about this stuff. So, all right, we got 2 minutes left. Here's the finale question that I tend to ask. Okay, so. It is ultimately, these things are binary in the sense of we have people sexually harassing people. The end goal would be nobody's sexually harassing stuff. That in and of itself is kind of hard because it's a gray area and what sexual harassment to somebody else, long story. But if you had a silver bullet between point A to point B, what would that silver bullet be?
I feel like the way... Not necessarily the way, but coming out more about it, being more open with talking about it. I don't want to say shaming the assaulter, but I also feel like the assaulter does need to be accountable for the action. So if like no one knows they did it, or like they're not admitting to it, then nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean? They need to be held accountable. They need to have some kind of consequence for it. You know? Okay.
So accountability and consequences.
Yes.
All right. That can open up a whole big, huge can of worm that if we may even have to come back to this one. Round two. Maybe not today. I don't know. But accountability. All right, Maya, go ahead. About 30 seconds.
I would say justice. And I'm not saying justice as... I'm saying justice as in my view of justice that, like Eli said, the person is held accountable for what that person did.
Okay.
So, I think that honestly, the person it happened to, I think they should be able to say what happened to them.
That's deep.